Yo, welcome back to my journey to 100K by generating income using options. So July was an extremely good month. We were up 1,408 USD, which we smashed way past my goal of 5% on my starting capital. So that was extremely good. And the biggest winner there was really Transocean. And that one trade netted me a total of 908 US dollars in capital gains. Now, July was actually quite a bad month, and actually I found it quite difficult trading in August, not July, sorry. I found one that I was really trying to chase this previous exceptionally good month, and it kind of went pear-shaped. And there was a few reasons for this. So firstly, it was for some reason I started to get into dry bulkers, and I think this is probably still a good stock to generate income on in the coming months. But the problem was my strike price was way too high. Like as you can see here, I had a strike of 1450, which was just way too high. I think this stock should be really looking more at the once it hits under $10. I think that would be where it comes into value. This was just a very risky play, and really I was chasing this huge premium of 60 cents, which is huge. So basically this got assigned to me, and in the end I didn't feel comfortable holding this, and I didn't know when I would be able to write calls against it. So I actually just closed it out completely once it got assigned, and so I ended up being down 500 just on this. The second thing was that was actually Marathon Holdings and crypto miners in general. So crypto miners give you extremely good premium. So you can see here, this is 44 cents, 72 cents, 38 cents, 77 cents. So they give really good premium, but I guess they give great premium because they are extremely volatile. So the second one I really started to get wrecked on was Marathon Holdings. So this has come down considerably the last few days. So it wasn't actually, this was more like 200, but because this is kind of floating, this value here, it's always changing. It's actually higher than it was at the end of the month. So yeah, that's that. But the problem here is that just that the cryptos were really volatile. So I actually was down 812 USD this month. And September so far is looking even worse. So at the moment, September has not closed out, so we still have a possibility to claw this back. And to be honest, this could be clawed back quite a bit, and it's all gonna basically determine on the Bitcoin miners. So as you can see, one problem I really have is that I'm just 100% allocated to one sector, and that is the crypto miners. And as you know, crypto miners recently have been doing horrible. I still think these strike prices are not bad. So around 12 and 11 and 11.72 is what I paid for them. So these might still get assigned out, but the problem at the moment is that I'm down 1,000 is basically because this is floating, and as you can see, both CleanSpark and Marathon just kind of puked this week. So of course I haven't sold these, so this difference isn't really committed. You know, it could change. It could go even further down, or it could actually go back up to even. But as you can see, I am collecting pretty good premiums on this, like 260 here. So the premiums are extremely good, and I think apart from CleanSpark, which is the stock price I paid way too high. But I think this will eventually be quite a good buy. As you know, I'm very bullish on CleanSpark. And Marathon on rights, so the strike price I paid is around 12 and 11, which I think is okay. You know, the problem is that I might be back holding these for a while, but I think once crypto miners start to stabilize and Bitcoin starts to go back up, these will actually really, if they don't get sold, as they're kind of still expiry is next week, these will actually really be able to generate me some extremely good income. So I'm not too worried about this, but there are some aspects to consider. One is that I'm completely allocate just to one sector, and that volatility is crushing me. Also, I think I have to not chase these extremely high premiums. So as you can see, the 65, 78, 71, 77, 44, 73, these premiums are huge. So really, I don't need to, if I want it to be more stable and less volatile, I think two things I need to do is basically cut back on the premium so it's not so risky. And second is actually diversify on the sector. It's just the other sectors, like I really couldn't find any good trades. So I was just focusing on this sector because it's massively volatile and it just pays so good premium. But going forward, I'm actually going to kind of focus on, I'm not, so these ones that I have right now, I'm not doing anything with them. I'm keeping them. And yeah, I think they will eventually do pretty well. But yeah, I don't have any plans and I'm okay with them, even though it looks a little bit ugly right now. But to diversify, I will be looking actually at probably getting some Petrobras stocks. It has run quite a bit. We did speak about Petrobras quite a while, so it has year to date run quite a bit. But I think if I had actually kept this and just sold the premiums a little bit more further out of the money for less. So basically, I should have sold more out of the money and taken a less premium. That way, these stocks really wouldn't just keep getting called away. I was kind of just captivated by the amount of premium I was getting. Like, okay, this is over 5%. This is extremely good. So yeah, that's one thing. And the other thing is diversify. So I'm looking at coal. I think Whitehaven will be extremely good. Peabody, if it comes down, I would look at this. Yeah, I'm interested in the wheat stocks. They've been pumping this week. I did not get in. I think it's just kind of silly to go in there right now with this, and they could come crashing down. This chart is just very ugly, but maybe it's time now. So I'm keeping an eye on this. Would like to keep an eye on PacWest. I think I should pick this up and try to sell some premiums on it, and Ecopetra and Petrobras. So I just want to diversify much more. Of course, looking at RIG, but RIG, to be fair, has been pretty this week. It's been kind of stable, to be honest. Maybe not in the 3 months, but like I didn't really find any. Like, this is 1 month, so the change is only like in 1 month, it's only 4%, so it's not been too volatile. So it's kind of hard to pick up like good premiums at a good price. So yeah, I'm still confident about the strategy. I'm still happy with the strategy. Like previously it was doing very well, like June 1,000, July 1,400, August was more like 200. And of course this one is just getting destroyed, but this month is not over. And yeah, you'll note here I actually added an extra 1.2 from my paycheck. So in July it was actually 12.7. My starting capital, I bumped it up to 3.8. So yeah, I'm gonna try adding at least this much every month into my paycheck just to get closer to the 100k. And if I do get this strategy down at 100k, I think this could be generating 2 or 3k a month consistently, and that would be extremely good for myself to live off.